Good afternoon, everyone. Welcome to the third day live session. And today we are going to study about average. So we will be going for the topic average. Now, before starting the topic, I would like to speak something about that topic average. And it is very easy topic. Average, it is considered as very easy topic. But again, I would request you all is that you take this topic very seriously, as it is very important. As it is very important for our CRT program. Okay, now understand why it is very important for CRT program. Because it gives you an insight how to start. Now, let's go ahead and start the topic. The topic is average. Now, what is average? What do you mean by average? So we can say average is what? Average is central tendency of a set of numbers. Now, what do you mean by central tendency of a set of numbers? Yes, please. Anyone? Anyone? What do you mean by central tendency? Now understand what is central tendency. See, suppose I am taking 12, 13, 17, 18, and 20. These are my 5 students. A, B, C, D, E. These are 5 students. And age is as follows. Now understand. If I have to find out average, how I am going to do it? So I will have to add all that. 12 plus 13 plus 17 plus 18 plus 20, and then we have to find out, divided by 5 and find out. So it will be what? 80 by 5, and the average we know is 16. Now this 16 is nothing but it is central tendency. Understand what is central tendency. Suppose I replace each of them by 16. Each of the observation I am replacing by 16. Then understand what I will get here. The difference between this number and this number is -4. 12 minus 16 is -4. 13 minus 16 is -3. 17 minus 16 is +1. 18 is +2. And 20 minus 16 is +4. Isn't it, guys? Now see, the overall negative is -7. The overall negative positive is +7. So, and can I say the deviation is what? 0. The deviation here is what? 0. Are you getting it? Are you getting it, guys? Is it okay? If you are understanding this, please give a thumbs up. Now, why mentioning of central tendency is important? Understand this. Why mentioning of central tendency is important? Because we will find a new way to take out average. Now see how. Please look carefully. Suppose I have a few observations. Observations are, let's say, 17, 21, 25, 29, 32, 37, 38, 40. We have 50, 44, 48, 39, 23, 27, 26, 14. Now see how many? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. So let's take 4 numbers more. So I have, let's assume 12, 11, 10, 5, 7, 9, 11, 13, 15, and another number, let's say 31. So these are the numbers which I have. I have 20 observation. I have 20 observation. These are my observations. What I'm going to take out is take out average in a quite different way what you have been studying here. Now this is known as assumed average method. Assumed average method. Okay. Now what is assumed average method? You understand. What is my smallest observation in this? Smallest observation is my 11. What is the largest observation? This is my smallest observation. Largest observation. Largest observation. It is your 50. Okay. It is your 50. Now understand. My average will always be greater than 11 but less than 50. Rule says my average will always be greater than my smallest observation and less than my largest observation. So I am taking a number between 11 and 50. Let me take the number as something called 35. So my assumed average is 35. I am taking this. I am considering this my average. So 17 minus 35, what will be? Minus 18. 21 minus 35 is minus 14. 25 minus 35 is minus 10. 19 minus 35 is minus 6. Minus 3. Plus 2. Plus 3. Plus 5. Then we have plus 15. Then we have plus 9. we have plus 13 plus 4, again minus 12 minus 8 minus 9 minus 21 minus 23 minus 24 minus 4 and minus 25. Isn't it, guys? Now understand. I will cancel out. What I will do is here, I will cancel out. Now see, plus 3 minus 3, gone. Okay. Plus 4, plus 2 and minus 6. Plus 4 and plus 2 is 6, minus 6, gone. Is it clear? See. Then we have plus 13 and minus 13. Is it clear? Again, see. Minus 10 plus 9. I will write 1 minus 1 over here. Now, minus 15 plus 15, gone. And lastly, I have a plus 5 and a minus 18. I will write minus 13 over here. Now see, whatever remaining is only in negative. So minus 13 minus 12 is minus 25. Minus 25 and minus 8 is minus 33. Minus 33 and 1 minus 34, minus 54, minus 57, minus 77, minus 77 and 4, minus 81, minus 81 and minus 20 is minus 105 and minus 130. So it is minus 130 and how many? 20 numbers. So can I say it is what? Minus 6.5. Whatever I have assumed as average, 35 minus, I will do 6.5 and my answer is how much? So 35 minus 6 is 29, 29 minus 0.5 is 28.5 and this is your answer. This is your average. Did you get my point? Is it clear, guys? If it is clear, write yes in the chat box. If it is not clear, then you write explain once more. And I will be happy to help you. Go ahead, write your comments, please. Okay. Thank you. Now see, I can take a smaller example and then I can show you this assumed method also. Let me show you so that you people don't get confused. Okay. Let me. Now see, suppose I have observation. I am taking between 20 and 40. Let me. So I am taking my assumed average assumed average as, let's say, I am taking as 32. Okay, let's take some numbers. So I'm taking 21, 29, 40, 38, 37, 31, 34. We have 3 numbers, 7 numbers. Let's say 28, 25. So 4 and 5, 9. And let's take another number as 30. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I have taken only 10 numbers. Now, please remember, 21 minus 32 will be how much? Let me change the color of the pen. 21 minus 32, what it will be? Minus 11. 29 minus 32, minus 3. Then it will be plus 8. It will be 6. It will be 5, minus 1, plus 2, minus 4, minus 7, and minus 2. Clear? Now please see. 2 minus 2 got cancelled. Clear? 7 minus 7 minus 1 and 8 got cancelled. 6 and 5 and 11 got cancelled. I am left with only minus 7, minus 3 and minus 4, and we have 10 numbers. So what will be? It will be minus 0.7. So what will be my answer? 32 minus 0.7, and my answer will be 31.3. This will be my average. Is it clear, guys, now? Is it clear, people? Okay, thank you. Now see, this method is taught to whom? So this method is basically taught to CAT students. This is taught to CAT students because they have n number of observations, more than 40, sometimes to 50, sometimes 50. And what happens? They have closely packed numbers. So most of the numbers, like we saw here, got cancelled out. Whatever left is only a few of the numbers. We sum it up, divided by the number of observation, and ideally we subtract. If it is negative, we subtract it. If it is positive, we add it, and we are done with the answer. Is it clear now? Okay. Let's have some basic rules, please. Average always lies between smallest and largest observation. The second rule, if each observation is X, then average will also be X. Now, what do you mean by this? Suppose I have observations as this. What I will have? I will have average as 15, 15, 15, 15, that is 60 by 4. The average will be same. So I wrote, if each observation is X, then average will also be X. Okay, go ahead. Now see, third rule. If each observation is added or subtracted by X, average will also get added or subtracted by X. Now, what do you mean by this? Let's look at it. Suppose I have few numbers. Again, I am taking same example. 12, 13, 17, 18, 20. We already know average is what? Average is 60. Let's increase the number by 10. I am increasing each observation by 10. So this will be 27, this will be 23, this will be 22, plus 10, this will be 28, and plus 10, this will be 30. Now see, 22 plus 23 is 45, 45 plus 7 is 52, 52 plus 20 is 72, 72 plus 8 is 80, plus 20 is 100, 130, 130. Now 130 by 5 is what? 5 2s are 10, 3, 30, 5 6. What happened here? The average also increased by 10. That is what I meant. Is it clear now? Similarly, my next rule is, if each observation is being multiplied or divided by X, then average also gets multiplied or divided by X. Suppose I am taking the same example. We have 12, 13, 17, 18, and 20. Let's multiply all observation by 2. What I will get? 24, 26, 34, 36, 40. Now here I knew average is what? Average is 16. What I will get average here? 24 plus 6, 30, 30 plus 2, 50, 50 plus 4, 54, 54 plus 30, 84, 84 plus 6 is 90, 90 plus 30 is 120, 120 plus 40 is 160. 160 by 5, that is What will be my average? My average will be 32. Now see, it has been multiplied by 2 also. Is it clear, everyone? Is it okay? So these are the few rules which you must remember. These are very important for answering the questions. Let's go to solving some questions. Okay. Some basic questions we will solve, and then we will get back again to some theory part. So whatever we have studied, we will solve some. Now see, it says, let's say the first question, and it says the average of 5 consecutive numbers is 25. The average of 5 consecutive numbers is 25. Find the smallest of these numbers. Now, also what I am doing is I am giving you 4 options. Option A, option B, option C, option D. And I'm giving you 21, 19, 25, let's say 29. Okay. Now 5 consecutive numbers. What is a consecutive number? First, we have to know about it. What is a consecutive number? Consecutive number means if we have a few numbers called A, B, C, and D, between A and B, whatever the difference is, B and C, it will have the same difference. Between C and D, it will have the same difference. So here, difference will always be equal. And so we can call A, B, C, D as consecutive numbers. Let me give it a real example. Let's say I have multiple of 4. So I have 4, 8, 12, 16, 20. See, the difference is 4. The difference is 4. The difference here is 4. The difference here is 4. Did you get my point? So I will call these as consecutive numbers. Okay. So here the average of 5 consecutive numbers is 25. Find the smallest of these numbers. Now, let's solve it. Now see, 5 consecutive numbers, and I will take the numbers as, let's say, I have X, okay, or I have, suppose I am starting with options, let's say, okay. Consecutive numbers, when I say consecutive numbers, let's give me some examples and then we will solve this. Let me, now see, suppose I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'm writing out 5 consecutive numbers. For consecutive numbers, how you take out average? See, the first method is 1 plus 2 plus 3 plus 4 plus 5 and by 5. And what we will get is 3 is 3, 6, 4, 10, 15 by 5, 15 by 5, and that is 3. Another method is first number plus last number by 2, and that is 1 plus 5 by 2 that is 6 by 2, and that is 3. And the third method is you pick up the middle number, and middle number is your average. So there are 3 methods for consecutive numbers. Okay. So please see here, the average of 5 consecutive numbers is 25. Can I say this is my middle number? We must have 2 numbers over here and 2 numbers over here. Isn't it, guys? We must have 2 numbers over here, 2 numbers over here. Let's start with 21. Let's say, can I say I can place 21 and then 23? I have 2 difference over here, I have 2 difference over here, I have 2 difference over here, and I have 2 difference over here. So my smallest number may be 21. But let's say if I am taking 19. First number 19, this number is 25. What is the difference here? 6. So can I say my largest number with a difference of 6 will be 31? And between this 6, I can divide it into 2 parts, 3. And the next number will be 22, and this will be your 28. Again, this is your consecutive numbers. Here the difference is 2, and here the difference is 3. So what I am asking is the average of 5 consecutive numbers is 25. Find the smallest of these numbers. What will be the smallest? 19. And what I will mark? I will mark 19B as my answer. Is it clear? Is it clear, everyone? You can write your comments. Is it okay, guys? Let's go to the next question. Find the average of first 50 natural numbers. Find the average of first 50 natural numbers. What will be? I know from the last page, average was first number plus last number by 2. So what I will do? First 50 natural numbers, 1, 2, 3, and it will go on till 48, 49, 50. So I will use first plus last by 2. And that first number is 1, last number is 50 by 2, and it will be 51 by 2, and that is 25.5. Is it clear, guys? Is it okay? Let's go with next question. And find the average of all composite numbers between 1 and 50. Can you solve this question, please? I'm giving you some time. Please try to attempt it and write your answer in the chat box. Anyone? Go ahead, please. Now see, what is a composite number? A composite number must have more than two divisors, isn't it? Your composite number will start with 4. It will get divided by 1, 2, and 4. 3 numbers. The next will be 6, 8, 9, 10, 12, 14. So these are your composite numbers. Now, since I asked 1 and between 1 and 15, so 15 will not get included in. So let's add it. 4, 6, 10, 10, 8, 18, 18, 9, 27, 27, and 10, 37, 37 plus 2, 39, 39 plus 10 is 49, 49 plus 4 is 53, and 10, 63. So we have 63 by 7, 9. Now see, here you may say, can't it be treated as consecutive numbers? No. Because here the difference is 2, here the difference is 2, but here the difference is 1. Here the difference is 2, here the difference is 2, but here the difference is 1. And that's why we have 9 as our answer. Because it is 2 to 1, and in the reverse it is 2 to 1. Did you get my point? It behaved like a consecutive numbers, but actually it is not a consecutive number. Did you get my point? Okay. Let's take another example. When I scored, let's say, when I scored 96 in test 1, 82 in test 2, how much must he score in test 3 so that average is 90 marks? So that average is 90 marks. Now see, how we do it? 96 plus 82, let's say test 3, I have scored X divided by 3, and it should be 90. Isn't it? It should be 90. And 96 plus 82 plus X, can I say what it will be? 178. 6 to 8 and 8, 9, 17. 178 plus X, and it should be 93 is a 270. So X should be what? 92. 270 minus 178. 2 and then 9. The difference between this is 92. So in the third test, he must score at least 92 to get average of 90 marks. Is it clear, people? Go ahead. We will have our next theory, and that is weighted average concept. Now see the weighted average concept. Suppose in a school, of and in that school we have a class 10th, and there are sections. Let's say A, B, C. We have 3 sections. Number of students. Let's say this is 60, this is 50, and this is again 70. And a test was conducted, and in that test, average mark is, let's assume 60 marks, let's assume 70 marks, and let's assume we have here 50 marks. Okay, so understand, we already have average marks over here, but the principal says I want the whole class average. I want the whole class average. I do not want section wise average. I want the class average. So what weighted average come over here? Now what weighted average says? You find N1 A1, N2 A2, N3 A3, and if you have more, you go over there and you divide it by N1 plus N2 plus N3, and if you have more, you go on. So this will be what number? So this is my N1, this is my N2, this is my N3. This is my A1, this is my A2, and this is my A3. So N1 A1, what it will be? 3600. 6 into 6, 36, 00. 5 7 ja 35. 5 7 ja 35. Now how many numbers? 16 students, 50 students, and 70 students. So how many? 180. Now 3500, 3500, 7000, 10,600. 10,600 divided by 18. 180. So 00 cancelled. Go with 2. This will be 9. And we have 2 5, 2 3, and 0. 9. 9 5s are 45. 9 6s are 54. So 9 5s are 45. We have 8 0 80. 9 8 just 72. Again we have 8. So decimal 9 8 ja 72. 9 8 ja 72. So 58.88 is the class average. What is the class average? 58.88. Is it clear, guys? Hello? Is it okay, people? Okay, I will give you another example. Let's say we have in a class, we have boys and we have girls. There are, let's say, 15 boys present and 20 girls are there. So we have number over here, and let's say average mark in the test boys scored is 60 and girls scored is 55. For ease of calculation, I am taking rather these numbers. So what will be my average, class average? So it will be 15 multiplied by 60 plus 20 multiplied by 55 divided by 20 plus 15, and that is 35. So let's go ahead. It is 900 plus 1100 divided by 35. So this is 2000 divided by 35. 5 4s and 7s. So 7 5s are 35. We have 50. 7 7s are 49. We have 1 decimal 10. 7 1s are 7. 3 30. 7 4s are 28. So 557.14 is the class average. Is it clear, guys? Is it okay? Did you understood? Now? Okay. Let's take another example. Let's take another example of weighted average. Okay. Let's say the average height of a class of 30 students is 166 centimeters. The average height of girls is 158 centimeter and of boys is 170 centimeter. Now the question says, find the number of boys in the class. Find the number of boys in the class. Can you attempt this question? Can you attempt this question? I'm giving you 5 minutes. Can you attempt this? Go ahead. Go ahead. Anyone? Now see, what I will do is, I will write this information in following ways. Number, average. Let's say boys, I will consider X and average is 170. Girls, I will consider 30 minus X as the total sum of the students is 30. And a girl's average is 150. Overall average is 166. So I will mark 166 is equal to N1 170 into X A1 plus 30 minus X into 158 divided by 30, isn't it? So let's go over here. This is 166 into 30. This is 170x plus 158 into 30 minus 158x. Now take this. So 30, if I take common, it is 166 minus 158. And here 170 minus 158 is how much? 12x. Now see, x will be what? So 30 into 8 divided by 12. 4 2s are 4 3s are 10. X is what? 10 into 2. Number of boys will be what? 20. Did you get my point? Okay. Let's go with another example, a very basic example. Average age of a family of 4 members is 35. Excluding David, average age is 40. The question says find David's age. Find David's age. Okay, go ahead. Can you solve it? What we have? 4 members. Average is how much? 35. Now when David is excluded, how many members? 3. What is the average now? 40. So how you find David says? 4 into 35, the total age will be, total family age will be 140. And 3 into 40, without David, the age is 120. So what is David says? 140 minus 120. And that is 20. Is it clear? Is it okay, guys? Clear? Now see, another example. Average age of 24 students is 14 years. When the teacher is included in the group, the average becomes 15. Find the teacher's age. Find the teacher's age. Now understand, this question can be attempted without using the pen. This question can be attempted without using the pen. First, I will solve by general method, how we solve it, and then we will go by our shortcut. Okay, let's go. There are 24 students, average is 14. So I will mark 24 students, average is, just hold on. 24 students, average is 14. This is your number, this is your average, and this is your total. So total will be what? 24 into 14, and 24 into 14 is how much? 14 4 ja 56, carry forward is 5, 14 2 ja 28, and 5 336. When the principal or teacher is included, members will become 25. Average now becomes 15. So 15 5 is 75, 5 carry forward is 7, 15 2 is 30, and 7 37. So 24 students, the sum of the ages is 336, and when teacher is included, it becomes 375. So what is teacher's age? So teacher's age is 375 minus 336, and that is 39 years. Is it clear? This we can find out. Now, understand one more thing. This can be found out when we have arranged it like this in a very easy manner. Now see how. Let me change the color of the pen. And you can find teacher's age as new average plus change in average multiplied by old number of observation. Now see, teacher says new average is what? 15. Change in average is what? 1. Old observation is what? 24. So 15 plus 24, and that gives you 39. I hope I am clear. I hope I am clear. Is it okay? Once again, understand it. So it is new average is what? 15. Change in average is what? Plus 1. So I am writing it as plus 1. Old observation is what? And that I have to multiply into 24. And that becomes 15 plus 24. That is 13. Am I clear? Everyone? So this can be used many times. But first you will have to arrange them in an ascending order. Go ahead. Now, next question. Please see, this question is very important. You must understand. The average mark of a class in a test is 75. David was the topper with 96 marks. but his marks was written wrongly as 69. The average decreased by 1 mark. Find the number of students in the class. Find the number of students in the class. Okay. Now understand. Before attempting this question, what I would like is you understand the concept first. Okay. So let me give you a concept. Understand. What is the mark difference which we have here? 96 was entered as 16. 96 was entered as 16. How much less marks we got? How much less marks we got? So we got how much? 16 minus 9, 7. And 8 minus 6 is 2. Isn't it? We have 16 minus 96, so 96 minus 69 as 27. Now understand. When I say number of students is, let's say, X. Okay. Average was what? Average was 75. So what was the total? The total was 75. Again, the number is X. But what is the problem? The average has decreased by 1 mark. That it became 74. Total means 74. And why it happened? Because the number was wrongly entered. So can I say 75x minus 74x is that 27? Or x is what? 27. Did you get my point? Okay. Is it okay, guys? Is it okay, people? Now see. Go with the next concept. And the next concept is concept of average speed. Concept of average speed. Now, what is average speed? Suppose one person goes from A to B. One person goes from A to B and then returns to A. So average speed, we know speed is always equal to distance by time. But in average speed, what happens? average speed, we have distance traveled divided by time taken. Okay, now let's say I am giving you one example. A man traveled by car at 80 km per hour, 80 km per hour for 2 hours and 60 km per hour for 4 hours. Lastly, at 50 km per hour for 4 hours. Now it says find the average speed. Find the average speed. Now let me show you. Let me show you. 80 kilometers for 2 hours. So distance covered is how much? 160 kilometers. 60 kilometers for 4 hours. So distance covered is 240 kilometers. 50 kilometers for 4 hours. So distance is 200 kilometers. Total distance is how much? Distance traveled is how much? So total distance is 160 plus 240, that is 400 plus 200, 600. 600. What is the time? Time is 2 hours, 4 hours, and 4 hours. That is 10 hours. So what is the average speed? It is 60 km per hour. Is it? Is it okay? Now see, one more thing you must understand. If there is a gap in time duration, that means he is taking a break. If it is a break, then we will also mention it. I will give you one example with breakage. Now see, a man traveled at 80 km per hour, let's say for 2 hours, and at 60 km per hour for 3 hours. It took a break of 1 hour for lunch and again traveled at 50 km per hour for 3 hours. Find average speed. So what is the average speed? Here distance is speed into time, 80 into 2, that is 160, 60 into 3, that is 180, and 50 into 3, that is 150. So total distance is how much? 6, 8, 14, 5, 19, and 3 and 1, 4. So total distance is 490 kilometers. What is the time? The time is 2 hours, 3 hours, 1 hour for lunch, and again 3 hours for this. So 2, 3, 5, 3, 8, and 1, 9. So 9 hours. Clear? 490 divided by 9. 9 5s are 45. 440. 9 4s are 36. Again 4. Put a decimal, 40. So it is 54.44 kilometer per hour. Is it clear? So it will be 54.44 kilometer per hour. One more concept we will understand for the same question of average speed. Understand like this. When the distance is not mentioned, when distance is not mentioned, suppose a person drives from A to point B with 100 kilometer per hour speed, and from B to A at 150 kilometer per hour, but the distance is not mentioned. In this case, what we do, we use this formula. Average speed is equal to 2 into speed 1 into speed 2 divided by speed 1 plus speed 2. Now, understand. 2 into 100 into 150 divided by 250. So let's go. 0 and 0 cancelled, and 25 4s are 100. So how much we have? 15 into 4 is 60. 60 into 2 is 120 kilometer per hour. 120 kilometer per hour. Is it clear, guys? Now see this concept. This can be solved through our earlier method also, but in this we will assume x kilometers is the distance. Okay. Now we have simple formula. Distance is equal to speed into time. We have got distance x kilometers. X kilometers he went and then he returned x kilometers. So total distance is how much? Total distance traveled is 2x. But what is the time taken? So time will be what? Distance upon speed. So here time will be x upon 100, and here time will be x upon 150. So total time we have to add x by 100 plus x by 150. When we take LCM of 100 and 150, one of the best methods to take LCM is, suppose, which is the bigger number? We know it is 150. 150 into 1 is how much? 150. Will it be divisible by 100? Not fully. 50 will be my carry forward. Remainder. 150 into 2, 300. Divisible by 100? Yes, 3 times. So 300 becomes your LCM. This is shortcut for taking LCM. Now 100 into 3, So 3 into x is 3x. 150 into 2, 300. So x into 2 is 2x. So total time is 5x upon 300. Or can I say x upon 60? Now total distance is 2x. Total time is x upon 60. What happens? 60 goes up. So 2 into x into 60 divided by x. This becomes how much? 120 kilometers per hour. You got it over here. Did you get my point? Is it clear, guys? So this was your total time. This was your total distance. Average speed is what? Total distance traveled by total time taken. And you will get your answer over here. Is it clear, people? Just give me a minute. The battery is running low. Just give me a minute. Guys, the battery is really low, so just give me a minute. Let's take another question. That is, average mark of a class in a maths exam is 65. The sum of marks of all students is 2210. How many students are there in the class? So understand, let's take X number. Okay, average 65, but total is what? 2210. But we know this into this is always equal to this. So X will be what? 2210 divided by 65. Let's do it. 13 5s are 13 ones are 13. We have 9 and 1 91. 13 7 are 91, and then we have a 0. 5 again 34. So how many students? 34. Is it clear, guys? Let's take another example. That is, find the average of first 6 prime numbers. Find the average of first 6 prime numbers. So what is the first 6 prime numbers? Let's say first prime number is 2. The next prime number is 3. The next prime number is 5. The next prime number is 7. The next prime number is 11. And the next prime number is 13. Isn't it? Find the average. 2 plus 3, 5. 5 plus 5, 10. 10 plus 7, 17. 17 plus 11, 28. And 28 plus 13 is 41. 41 by how many students? How many observations? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6. Let's go. 6, 6 ja 36. We will put 50. 6, 8 ja and then 20 and 3. 6.83. Is it clear? Is it clear? Okay. Again, go with the next question. And that is, find average of 3x plus 4, 7 minus 2x, and 2x plus 11. These three numbers. Let's take it out. So how you are going to do it? First, you will add the three numbers and then divide by 3. So this is 3x plus 4 plus 7 minus 2x plus 2x plus 11 divided by, we have 3. What we will get here? Understand, 2x and 2x will get cancelled. Now, what we have over here is 3x plus 22 by 3. And what we will get over here? 3x plus 22 by 3. This is my answer. Or it can be written as x plus 22 by 3. Or this can be written as x plus 7.33. Is it clear? Is it okay, guys? Now suppose there is a slight change here. From plus it is, let's suppose it is minus. What will happen? So 3x plus 4 plus 7 minus 2x plus 2x minus 11. This 2x gets cancelled, and 11 and this 11 gets cancelled. So what we have is 3 and 3. Your average will be what? X. This may also be one of the good examples. Is it clear, people? If you understood, can you write it in the chat box? Okay. Let's take one more question. There are, let's say, a few numbers: 4, 8, 6, P, and Q, and says average is 6. Average is 6. Now you have to find average of P plus 1 and Q minus 3. You have to find average of P plus 1 and Q minus 3. How you are going to do it? Understand. 4 plus 8 plus 6 plus P plus Q divided by 5, average is 6. What we have over here is 18 plus P plus Q is equal to 30. Or can I say P plus Q, the value is 12. Now P plus 1 and Q minus 3. Understand? P plus 1 plus Q minus 3 by 2. What it will? So it is P plus Q minus 2 by 2. P plus Q, we know it is 12. So this is 12 minus 2 by 2, and that is 10 by 2, and that is 5. Is it clear, guys? Is it clear, people? Okay. One more, you understand? Average of X and Y. Okay. Average of X and Y is 30. And average of Y and Z is 20. And somebody says find X minus Z. Find X minus Z. Now I would request, please attempt this and give me the answer. Please attempt this and give me the answer. If you can, go ahead. Anyone? Now see, one more thing. It is average of X and Y is 30. So can we take it as X plus Y by 2 is equal to 30. Also, Y plus Z by 2 is equal to 20. Now, from here, X plus Y, the value will be 60. And here, Y plus Z, the value will be 40. What I have to get is X minus Z. Subtract it. This plus Y and this minus Y will get cancelled. What we will get over here is X minus Z. And 60 minus 40 is how much? 20. Is it clear, people? Is it okay? Okay. Let's move to another question. A very peculiar question here. See it, please. Zero to 5, 6, 8, 9. We have a set of numbers. Now the question says, which number can be removed from group without affecting the average? Clear? Now, how to do it? Understand. There is one great concept hidden here. You must understand. Now see, I will find out the average first. So it is 0 plus 2 plus 5 plus 6 plus 8 plus 9 divided by 6. So 2, 5, 7, 7, 6, 13, 13 and 8, 21, 21 and 9, 30. 30 by 6, my average is 5. 30 by 6 and my average is 5. Isn't it? Now please see. And it is, understand, when we have got an average of 5, x, or let's say x, when x will be added to it, it will not affect the average, or x will be removed from it, it will not be affecting the average. So what I can do, I can remove or add the number same as average and average of rest of the numbers will not get affected. You understand? So what I have got average as 5, so I will remove 5 from it and my average will not get affected. Now see for yourself. If my average is 0 plus 2 plus 6 plus 8 plus 9 divided by 5, 9, 8, 17, 17 and 6, 23, 23 plus 2, 25 plus 0 is 25. So 25 by 5, my average remains same. This is 5, this is 5. Did you get my point, everyone? Is it clear? Please try to remember this. Removing or adding the number same as average will not affect the remaining group's average. Okay? So let's say we have another question. Let's do it. And that is, after 15th inning, the average score of a batsman increases by 1. His previous average was 80. Find how much runs did he hit in his 15th match. Okay. Now understand. 14th match he already has played, and his average is 80. And in 15th matches, his average increases by 1, it becomes 81. What I gave you, the formula, it is new average plus change in average 1 multiplied by old number of observations. And 81 plus 14 is how much? 95. 95. Is it clear? Is it clear, guys? So one of the more easiest methods to solve. Now suppose somebody never remembers it. What will be doing? 80 into 14. So is 1120, and 15 into 81 is 15 1 ja 15, carry forward is 1, 15 8 ja 120, and plus 1 121. So subtract 1215 1120 from 1215, subtract 1120, and this will give you a 5. Now carry forward, 11 minus 2 is 9. This becomes 1 and this gives 0. So 95 is the score. You can do it like this also. Is it clear? Now go ahead. I will give you one question. Try to solve it. Now see. The area of a rectangle is 180 centimeters square. If the average of 3 of its sides is 14 centimeter, find the fourth side which is length. Find the fourth side which is length. Now understand. Rectangle is something like this, which is length is bigger and breadth is shorter. Now area is always equal to length into breadth, and it is saying you have to find this and other That is this side, and this side. Average is how much? 14. So can I say this is your breadth and this is your length? So breadth plus length plus breadth by 3 is equal to 14. So can I say 2b plus L is equal to 42? This is again one of the most important things. Now understand, this 180 can be written as product of two numbers in following ways. Example, 1 into 180, 2 into 90, 3 into 60, 4 into 45, 5 into 36, 6 into 30, it will not go by 8, and then 9 into 20, and then 10 into 18. Lastly, 12 into 50. This is your group. Now understand, which group I will choose from here so that one length and two breadth will be equal to 42. So length will always be bigger. So this will be considered as length. This will be considered as breadth. Isn't it? Now understand, 15 plus 12 plus 12. Will it suffice the need? No. So 15 plus 12 is 39. 18 plus 10 is 38. 20 plus 9 again is 38. 60 plus 30 plus 6 plus 6, 42. So this suffices my need. Now, what is the length? The length is 30 centimeter and breadth is 6 centimeter. Did you get my point? Is it clear, guys? Is it okay, people? Okay. Let's move to the next question. A set S contains 8 positive integers. If each of these numbers is increased by 5%, the average of the set increased by. Now understand this. A set of 8 positive integers. If each number is increased by 5%, the average of the set is increased by how much? So I gave you one rule. If each observation is multiplied by x, my average also gets multiplied by x. So what is happening? It is getting multiplied by 5%. Na? Are you getting me? And increased. So what will be happen? What will be happening here? The average will also be increasing by 5%. The average will also be increasing by 5%. Am I clear, guys? Is it okay? Now let's see. I will give you another example, a beautiful example. Let's say average of 19 students, mark is 75. Average of first 10 students is 86. Average of last 10 students is 65. Mark scored by 10th student. Now understand. First 10 student means 1 to 10 and average is 86. But last 10 means also 10 to 19 and that average is 65. So see, the 10 is being counted 2 times. You remember here, always. Okay. So we have how much? For the first 10 students, 86. So it will be 860 marks. For the last 10, it will be 65. That is 650 marks. This will be how much? So this will be 1510 marks. See, 6 plus 5 is 1, 0, 0, 0, 6, 5 was 1, 8, 6, 14 and 1, 15. But understand the 19 students, overall 19 students and the average is how much? 75. So total is how much? 19 5s are 95. Carry forward is 9. 19 6 ja 100 and 19 7 ja. So it is 133 plus 9 and that is 1425. So understand, whatever the number exceeds by 1425 is just because 10th has been calculated 2 times. So 10th marks, 10th student's score will be what? 10th student score will be 1510 minus 1425 and that will be, carry forward 5, carry forward 10 to 8. The 10th student has scored 85 marks. The 10th student has scored 85 marks. Now, with this, I would like to say that thank you for connecting today. I hope I have cleared all your doubts. If there is some question based on average and you want to get it answered, what I would request you to put it in the chat box and I will try to answer them here. Or if you think you have comfortable achieved the purpose of today's session, please write thank you in the session in the chat box. And with this note, I say you must have learned good concepts. Thank you for coming today, everyone. If you have any questions, you can write. I will be waiting. So anyways, what I would say that thank you for being with me. God bless you all. Let's end this.